Hello, everybody. I'm just hanging out in my room today. Thought y'all could ask me some questions. Hope y'all are having a wonderful night. Sorry I'm a bit late. Took me some time to feed the dog and things like that. So, today I just wanted to be on here for maybe about an hour to ask you guys what questions you like from my videos. I hope everybody's here and can see me really well. I turned on all the lights that I could. Can everybody hear me okay? I don't know if anybody's even watching, but I'm going to add the link in the chat to see if y'all want to ask questions. You can. I'm going to pop over to my Facebook really quickly on this other screen. So you might not be able to see me for a minute, but I'm still here. Just trying to pop over to Facebook for a second and let you guys know that I'm live so that maybe you can come ask me some questions. Hold on. I'm going to go back to this thing here. I'll just try to do this a different way so that I can see. Try to open this. So I know it opens over here. Let's see. I apologize, you guys can't see me right now, but that's not what I wanted to do at all. I don't think I did the right thing. Hold on, I'm not terribly good at doing this, but hopefully you guys will hang in there. Okay. Sorry guys, he's in front of the camera, but there was one more place. That took a while, but I'm hoping people will show up because I don't know what's going on with y'all today. I just thought we'd hang out and maybe we could talk about some stuff because I haven't seen real people in forever. Do you guys have anything you want to know or you're curious about in the videos or anything that you've seen so far? What'd you guys have for dinner? Anything good? I didn't really have, I had pasta, but that really wasn't anything spectacular. Just pasta. We shall see if people show up today. I'm going to turn the volume down on this because I'm trying not to get all. Let's see. So what have you guys been doing today? I got some new games in the mail that I tried to convince everybody to play. Excuse me, that was gross. But nobody really wanted to play. We just mostly sat around and watched TV. Is there anything specific you guys have been watching on Netflix or anything? I've been watching a lot of Love at First Sight. That season of that show, I think it's crazy, but I can see why people would do that though. It's strange to think that last year at this time I was always like at the pool or at the beach or something because the world was more open, so you could do more things like that. Like last year, me and my friends, we tried to go to like the zoo and stuff, which is I think really a good accessible activity because there's lots of just walking that you can easily take a manual chair to, so that's kind of easy. And it's all outdoors anyways for the most part. Just don't go in the boiling hot of the day. Try to go either at the beginning of the day or later in the afternoon so you can avoid the really, really hot times. I'm not one that's particularly heat sensitive, but my chair does the armrests do get really, really hot sometimes, so I try to be mindful of that when I'm doing an activity in the summer here. Well, in the summer all the way through October, really, because that's where our warm season is in California. Is like all the way through October. I thought about maybe doing a workout tonight, but I don't know. I'll have to see what happens, how motivated I get. Because right now I'm not really in the spirit of things to do anything. I really haven't really been in the mood to do much as far as that goes, which I should, but the only thing that I've been doing is inverting my legs to get the lymphedema to go down while trying to. And that seems to be working, and if you have more questions about that, all you have to do is click the link below, and or I'll, I'll answer questions if you leave them for me in the comments of the stream. Have you guys heard of any good Disney stuff that's coming out, or anything through the Disney store or any of that? I wonder when the Primark store is going to reopen, because I seriously have so many ideas of what I want, from Karen's new subscription service. If you don't know, Karen's USA Adventures, definitely go subscribe. I like her a lot. She's always good for a giggle and a laugh. It's been nice out today, but not really. I think I'm just so bored of sitting at home. I want there to be options for me to go places. I live right by a mall that I can usually walk the dog to, but I can't really walk the dog anywhere now. But I was hoping that either my friend would join me. Let me see if I can get a hold of her, because maybe she'll join the stream. Maybe she won't, though. I don't know. But yeah, because I was hoping people would jump on, because I've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately and stuff for my channel over the past few days. Has anybody made the recipe that I posted 2 days ago? The carrot cake sandwiches from Disney World that I found on the, what are they called now? The Disney food blog. They are delicious, and not really that hard to make. I was kind of hoping that people would post their pictures, but I guess they didn't realize that. I did see on the Disney website that they had released these new castles that you can get that I like. The castles. but I don't know if they're worth the $100 to buy the castles, because this new collection is, I guess, supposed to replace the Disney Wisdom collection. I wish that they would do like a Disney mashup with like D&D characters to see who would play what things. Because I think that whole mashing up of the different worlds would be interesting, and I think you'd get a lot more people involved. Because if you didn't know, which there's lots of things you didn't know, but I like to play D&D with my friends. And if that's something that you're interested in knowing more about, you can always comment here or down in the comments on the replay of this video, which if you're watching this on the replay, I hope you're having a fabulous day, whatever it is you're doing. But I think that would be like a spectacular like mashup. Like you could do something like Guardians of the Galaxy meets Robin Hood with the different races of characters and the levels. I think people would love it if they did some sort of mashup. And I also want there to be more sets of Legos, like the Disney Legos. I think the girls' Legos should be just as complicated as the boys' Legos. Because what I've found with the girls' sets, they're a lot more like streamlined, and they don't have like, I don't know. Well, first of all, I think boys and girls Legos is kind of, I don't really see the point in having such separation in toys, because toys are toys and you shouldn't need a boy section and a girl section. Like, I never did, and I grew up with a brother, so it was just like we just played with each other's stuff. Granted, we played with it very differently, because he would like take my G.I. Joes and my Legos that I had, because I had the bigger Duplo ones, because my hand dexterity is not really that great, but that was never something that we focused on in my household. Was like what that I couldn't do something. We always just like kind of made adjustments, but it wasn't ever really noticeable adjustments, except for like we did the one time that I remember really having something different was when I had the tricycle, because they had to like adapt it and make it a little bit different. But other than that, the toys were just toys, and I got to play with the bigger blocks, because the bigger blocks were easier to fit, like for me to play with my hands. But my brother had the little blocks, and then we would take the blocks and he'd make like forts and stuff, and my dolls would go attack his forts. And so I've always been treated as a very normal part of my family. I mean, not necessarily that anybody is abnormal, but I knew that my situation was different, but different didn't equal bad, if that makes sense. Different wasn't I just had extra things to do in addition to homework. I have to go stand up and be in my AFOs and do like all this and additional stuff, but it wasn't really, it was just what we did. It wasn't like a big thing. Like, I definitely wasn't the special person, because that would just not work. There was things that I couldn't like do, like the laundry, because most houses don't have a really big space for laundry, so that was just not one of my jobs to do. But I did set the table and do like normal chore things when chores were a thing. And I do love to cook, but somebody majority of the time has to help me. But it's usually me that picks out most of the recipes that I like, because I eat like white meat and fish for the majority of my protein, and I like a lot of vegan recipes, which my family doesn't really enjoy, but they eat them anyway, but they prefer meat and stuff, which I don't really. But it's not that I think meat is, like, there's something wrong with you if you eat meat, because that's not it. I just don't like the texture. I don't like to cook it. Ugh, it grows me out. Um, but as far as that goes, whatever you can eat, whatever your body can tolerate, go ahead, great, eat that thing. Because I know there's so many people, especially in the disabled community, that like wants to count their calories so badly, because they feel like they have to be thin and they have to be skinny because it'll be easier and somebody else. I don't really think that's a healthy way of looking at yourself. I mean, yes, you shouldn't eat chips 24/7, but everybody with common sense knows you don't eat junk food 24/7. Like, but I don't think that your weight and your self-worth should be tied to whether or not somebody has to like lift you up, and how that's just a big mental game to me. That's not too good, because then you're always thinking about like how much I weigh and how much I ate, and like back and forth. If you want me to elaborate on any of this, guys, just let me know in the comments after you watch this. I know it's a little bit rambly, but I only wanted to be on for like a half hour or so tonight. Um, but we can talk Disney, we can talk disabilities. I can tell you like about dating, or just anything you want to know. You just gotta let me know about house functioning in college, and I'll talk about anything. You just gotta let me know. I know Disney is one of my main interests on the channel, but just because it's a big part of when I grew up, that was like our family vacation spot. Well, that and like KOA campgrounds that my grandparents always took us to. Um, I think I'm gonna let this go for another 2 minutes. I know it wasn't very exciting tonight. I was hoping to get more people to ask questions, but nobody was on here. But I'll literally talk about anything. So if you leave it in the comments below and just let me know, say hello and say I watched your live last night, or this live in the last couple hours, and you said something about this thing and I want to know more information, I'm more than willing to talk about. The only things I don't really talk about on here, just for private reasons, is like if I have a current relationship, because I don't feel like that's anybody's business but mine. And I'm not going to answer any kind of weird like questions. So if you have a question that relates to disability that's not going to be rude, but you just want information, but I'm not going to like go into details about anything obscene. I know I get lots of views on my Facebook asking me obscene questions and wanting to know very particular answers. And to be honest, I'm not even going to bother to block you if you're like that, because there's no stopping the trolls in this world. But I'm just going to ignore you and go on about my day, because I have too much self-respect to accept rude or lewd behavior. But if you have a genuine question about anything and it's based in like wanting to know, like even if you don't know what to do, say you meet another person in a wheelchair and you want to ask a question, you can ask me first and I'll answer to the best of my ability, because I don't know everything about everybody, because that's just not how the world works. Like, but I can give you the best advice that I can to help you, make you less nervous, make you more comfortable. And with that, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. See you next video. Hope you're having a great day and a good night whenever this finds you. Bye bye.